sorry.
Opening statement?
Yeah, go. Oh, yeah, you guys were making an opening statement. Coach, sorry to you.
Well, I want to give credit to College of Wooster. Clearly, they're a very good basketball team. They did more than we did to win the game tonight. They showed great poise down the stretch of the game, and you know, it was one of those games that fall into the category. It's a tough thing to go in and talk to our group, because I thought we also did enough to have an opportunity to win the game. All year, we displayed incredible resilience after starting our conference season 1-4, and tonight was just another example of battling back one more time. So, couldn't be more proud of a group. I thought the difference in the game, they just did a little bit better job in loose ball situations, you know, in the first half in particular, we didn't do a very good job of staying in front of the ball in our zone. That created some open shots. To our guys' credit, we made the proper adjustments in the second half, and their shooting percentage went down. So the game really could have gone either way. So, you know, we congratulate Wooster, and they're a very deserving team moving forward.
Jason, what, obviously the last play, you didn't see it the way the officials did. Can you maybe talk about what you saw in the play when Brian got knocked off the ball?
Yeah, I mean, the officials saw it a different way, so I mean, there's not really anything that I can
Go in front of it.
It just, you know, when you lose by 1 point, you're going to go back and look at a multitude of plays, so, you know, there's not really anything that I can comment on with the officiating at this point.
How about you're down 61-54, came back and took the lead, I think. What was the key in that stretch, you know, that enabled you to even be in a position in the final minute like that?
Well, I thought that we buckled down defensively. You know, when we get into a close game, I really felt like we were in a good situation because of having Brian. He's really a weapon at the end of games because he's just able to draw fouls. He's able to draw two defenders, which leave other guys open, and we consistently put guys around him that can make plays based off those double teams. So once we got the lead to where it was a one-possession game, I really thought we were going to win the game, and we had some opportunities. So, you know, in answer to your question, I thought we buckled down, got a couple of big stops and rebounds. That got us in a position where the game was a one-possession game, and then you saw us really battle, and the game could have gone either way.
This question's for Brian and Demetrius. Despite the loss tonight, what does it mean to be a part of the first team in program history to take the Lakers to the Sweet 16?
I mean, it's an awesome feeling. I mean, you guys all saw the crowd out there. I don't think it's ever been like that here. All the support from my family and my friends. I mean, the gym was rocking tonight, and I mean, hopefully we'll be back here next year. We still have one more year, me and Demetrius, so we still got a lot of work to do, and we'll see.
I think we stuck together, played pretty good in front of a good crowd. Family and friends came out, showed us love. You know, it was first time in school history, so it was really exciting to play. Like, we really amped up to play all day, and it was really good to play in front of our home crowd.
Question for Brian. I just want to get your thoughts on the last 10 seconds or so. What was going through your mind as far as mentally? I know that you stood off out on the wing, looking at ISO and whatnot. Just tell me what was your mentality going in? You know, trying to get the last second shot.
Are you talking about after you made the free throw?
Yeah, after you made the free throw. Yeah.
Well, I kind of just looked at Alex to try to get the ball up quick so they couldn't set up the defense. I mean, at that point, I was just trying to go to the rim. I know there was 4.8 seconds left, but I kind of just, I mean, they didn't call a foul. I'm not going to go on the officials right now, but my mindset was to just go to the rim, try to get fouled, but kind of just tripped them.
Brian, on that last play, did you guys kind of run into each other, or were your legs tangled? Or did you kind of just trip over his feet, or did he knock you down? What kind of forced you to fall at that point?
Honestly, we were just going so fast. Honestly, kind of just ran into each other.
Coach, you had a timeout there at the end. You talked about a lot of confidence with your point guard. Do you feel that was the case, and why you didn't, I guess, decide to use the timeout with 4 seconds left?
Yeah, we don't use timeouts in that situation. That's why we practice end of the game situations. And the other reason is if you call a timeout, they're going to come out and either play zone or they're going to double team Brian. So that's the reason we did that.
Defending finale, I know I talked to you earlier in the week that, he was the big fear for you, and he got off to a great start, but then you guys kind of bottled him up, I thought, until the very end he didn't play. But what did you do defensively on him differently to try to stem him a little bit?
Well, truthfully, your opinion's a little different than mine. So I personally, he's a great player, and I actually thought we really could have done a better job. And one of the things with Dan that makes him so tough is he's right-hand dominant, but as you saw in the last foul that he drew, he still is capable with his strength to still get to his right hand even when you take it away. So that makes him a very tough cover. What the game plan was with the zone is I thought it allowed us to not get hurt as much with their high-low mentality within their offense. I just felt like it wasn't a great matchup for us at the 4 and 5. I thought that might have given us a chance to A, slow down the transition, and B, give us a better opportunity where at least we took either the 4 or the 5 out of the game. And I thought that was pretty good in the second half. In the first half, we just didn't execute some of the slides in our zone. But to Wooster's credit, I mean, it's not just us making they made good plays. I mean, they're good. You get to this point and they're good. I mean, there's a reason why they've been this Sweet 16 10 of the past 18 years, so they deserve a lot of credit. And Finale's an incredible player.
This question's for Demetrius. Demetrius, you had some key threes to help keep the team in the game, and never let the lead get more. Wooster's lead to get more by 8 points. How did you feel overall your play, especially when you made those key threes?
I just feel like Coach always says, just relax and just play your game and let the game come to you. Don't force anything, and come down the stretch that we need big buckets. So I feel like when Brian drove to the rim and pass kicked it out, big open shots, and I feel really good about it.
This is a question for Brian. In the first half, you had only 1 shot. In the second half, you came out a bit more aggressive until you picked up your 4th foul. What was the mentality coming into the second half? To the first half, it wasn't so great.
I mean, my mentality is always to be aggressive in the first half, second half. I think the first half you're just trying to get everyone more involved, and I think in the second half, kind of ran a lot more plays for me to post up, and I think I got fouled, so I took 14 free throws, so trying to get me going. But.
Was there any difference in your mentality after you picked up your 4th foul and you close to foul now?
No, not really. I mean, just always trying to be aggressive on offense. Maybe defense, just trying to show my hands, but that's pretty much it.
Brian, I know you and Demetrius got another year together, but just kind of sum up this season as a whole. You guys, you had a great conference tournament run up to the finals. You had a great NCAA tournament run up until now. Just kind of wrap, whatever bow you can on this season and what you get out of it and what you're going to bring next year.
Well, I think this season was definitely successful. I think we all wanted to keep going. We don't want the season ending. I think we're all sad. But I think we're sending our seniors out on a good note, even though we lost by 1 in the Sweet 16. We gave them a conference championship last year. We were the first team to go to the Sweet 16. It's sad to see that I won't play with Kyle and all that ever again, but I think me and Demetrius and the guys who are coming back, we have a lot of work to do, and hopefully we'll be back next year.
Coach, can you comment a little bit on Candelario's play, finishing 12 boards, 10 points tonight? He's active on both ends. How much did he help you down low?
A great deal. Mark is an interesting story. There's nobody that I've coached in 17 years that's improved, first of all, on a personal level, more than Mark, and then obviously athletically. He really feeds off his teammates. He's the higher the stakes, the better Mark plays, which is a trait of all of our players. But, you know, he's very athletic. He is able to run the floor, and what he is he's got a very high basketball IQ. So in the back of our zone, that's a very pivotal position to know when to rotate to the high post, when to not. Mark is very good at understanding how he's supposed to play. And offensively, he's very unselfish. He's as good a screener as I've coached. And when you couple him and Brian in a pick and roll situation, that's a very difficult cover, not only because of Brian, but because Mark, it takes a lot of pride in making good contact on those screens. So, and he obviously saw tonight, he's a very capable scorer around the basket.
I just wanted to ask, looking forward to the next season, is there anything you would like to change to maybe come back to a Sweet 16 or advance even further into the playoffs?
I don't know if I would change anything. I mean, it's, you know, the thing that I learned as a coach is how hard it is to get here. Part of the NCAA tournament at all levels is you have to have a lot of resolve, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. But the thing that's unique about our tournament in Division III is that most of the bids are conference tournament champions. So everybody at some level has had to win in a win or go home situation in order to get here. So it's very hard to put teams away. You look at our 3 games in this tournament,